Hey guys, and welcome to my channel, Time is But a Window, and today we're doing can you guess? An Overwatch! Yeah, if you had guessed an Overwatch, you are right, and can probably read. Alright, so the suspect here is taking shots at his teammate, but it is just warm-up. Nothing going on yet. Two guys over here to the right, spots one out, hits a really nice flick shot with that scout. Actually, another really nice flick shot. He was doing it with his teammate, though. I'm going to say that this is probably natural. Able to hit another shot with the scout. Doing some good work in the warm-up. Doesn't really matter yet. We'll see what happens when it actually goes live. Shooting at his teammate, getting him stuck in a little corner here. 58 seconds remaining. Maybe reported for griefing for that, though. I mean, it's warm-up. I'm not going to say anything about it. Could care less what he really does in warm-up. I mean, his teammate's shooting back at him, so maybe. But we'll see when the actual game goes live. Alright, so we got 35 seconds, and when I say I could care less about what he does in the warm-up, if he toggles on freaking aimbot and wall hack, that's a completely different story than just shooting his teammates when he can't even do damage to them. Or blocking them in walls during the warm-up when it doesn't matter. Gonna peek out, not quite able to connect with Banjo. We got 14 seconds remaining, running back here towards T-spawn, and it looks like we're not going to see him do too much before the game goes live here. There's another quick shot, shooting at walls, and obviously not really aiming on anyone through the wall or anything like that. Just kind of taking some random shots. Looks like they're going to be making their way over here towards the B site. Very standard is to, standard T pistol round is to rush B. Meanwhile, he's going to be going up mid, and it looks like they're going to be trying to take it hard. Doing some damage here in middle. He's able to dink him. And he finishes off Shark. The rest of the CTs have already rotated, and they have to worry about this one guy flanking. But this guy in mid should have told them, though. It looks like none of them are actually too worried about him. They're just trying to kill these guys coming into sight. And they're doing a great job at it. But the suspect's going to come in from behind and take one down. Now he's in a 1v1 situation. Knows who the last guy is. Spots him out, and he takes him down. Looked like he was kind of aiming on him through the van and the wall a little bit right there. But I mean, there was only one place where he could be, and I think he might have heard the guy jump. So maybe he figured he jumped up towards van. He was trying to pre-aim the van shot. And of course, when he dropped down, he just kind of came and killed him. A little bit weird, but nothing too suspicious. One guy pushing on A main. He tags him twice with that scout and is able to take down Canary. There's still 3 CTs left. And for some reason, I have a feeling this is going to be one of those guys that uses nothing but a scout. Pushing his way up here, seems to spot one guy out, takes him down with a little flick shot. He does hit his flick shots pretty consistently. It's always impressive to watch. Last guy's in middle. Now, I know what you're thinking. That guy may have known that the guy in Palace was there. He was kind of looking over towards him, and the way that they peeked it was a little bit strange, but not enough for me to say he's walling off that. I need a little bit more. It's too standard. Throws a smoke here. Seems to know his smokes. Pushing his way up. One guy is in sight over to the left. Behind the boxes. Seems to know he's there. It looked like he was going to look away from that position when all of a sudden that guy shot towards his teammate. So I wonder if that's the reason he knew he was right there. Going to push up here towards the smoke. One guy over to his right. He spots this guy out over in jungle, but jungle is going to take him down. Again, he is using that scout on that last round, and now he's actually got an AWP though, so it's not like he's using it non-stop throughout the entire game. Spots one guy over here at Tri-Box, one guy over there by stairs, and he actually gets tagged by that scout. That movement speed is dangerous. One more guy over towards Tri-Box, gets taken down by Delta, and now the suspect is going to be repositioning either up towards Palace or he's just going to be holding flank. It looks like he's just holding flank. Meanwhile, the last 2 CTs are actually rotating through CT spawn and mid. And he's not going to see anyone here. Terrorists are all set up in fairly decent positions for these CTs to rotate into them. Toucan's able to take down Diamond. And it looks like Delta's going to take down Banjo. And we don't see anything too suspicious there. Now, so far, this game, there's only one thing that really looks odd. It just feels like he's overly aware to a slight extent. Not even too much to say that he has to be cheating, but yeah, now it looks like he has to be cheating. You saw that, right, guys? You saw him aim on that guy through the wall as he was going over to the right. and how he aimed on the thing. So yeah, it looked a little bit suspicious, but it wasn't enough for me to say. It was like, you know, it was happening fast enough between his teammates coming out and shooting at people and shots that they were taking for it to be sound cues. But yeah, it's looking like walls now. One guy at tri-box, he spots out his gun barrel, and it looks like he's going to try to peek on him. He knows he's worked his way over to the left. Takes the shot, not quite able to connect. Holding that right side, and as Banjo rotates over to the right, suspect's able to pick him off. That leaves him in a 1v1. He knows exactly where this last CT is. His teammate may have called it out earlier, but that doesn't mean he's not walling. I'm gonna throw a smoke grenade here. And that's actually gonna cause Octopus... That's actually interesting. I was curious how that would cause him to move. He ends up moving back towards that little hole right there and just kind of holding a little bit more passively. Now falling back, and wow. Interesting. I wouldn't... That was next level. Like, if he wasn't walling, and he could predict that that guy's movements were going to be like that, if he had planned that out, that was next level. One guy in window gets tagged up a little bit. He's going to take a shot towards a CT over at the A site. Shark's down to 12 HP. Canary's down to 32. And now he's over here towards window. Knows one guy's going to be coming up catwalk, I think. If he saw him for a second. Through the wall. Yeah. He's able to take him down with a no-scope. And it looks like Toucan is going to take down Octopus. And that's going to be that round. Another round to the terrorists. Still thinking about that one play he made with that guy in window. The smoke that he threw. I know that's going to block him off and allow him to get the freaking bomb, but I'm just surprised that the other guy decided to rotate around like he did. It was almost like, I don't know. I wouldn't have expected him to do that. I would have thought he would just kind of sit in window, but I guess that makes sense. Either sit in window or jump out window. And that's what I would think, but obviously he fell back. I might use that in the future in the same situation and see if it works out for me. One guy in kitchen, he didn't really seem to notice he was there. Though so far he's been way too overly aware for it to not be a wall hack. Going to drop down here into window. Should know that there's one guy hole. He heard him. Nothing else. Throws a nade towards window. And his teammate is going to be watching it now. Rotating around. CT's up there on the right side. Just kind of waiting to see if anyone decides to push through that hole. Looks like he's going to try to take the hole. He's able to get one. And then immediately gets taken down by the suspect. Suspect's got some really good flick shots. Feels like he could be a solid player, but then again, I mean, we saw he didn't hear the footsteps or anything and just traced that guy through the wall over towards Sandwich. So he is walling. That was a blatant fuck up. Probably using some form of aim assistance too, but the aim looks legitimate. It just looks really good though. It's scary. That kind of shit's just scary. Hard to tell sometimes because of that. It's like, I've seen people that can do that. Like, I'm sure you've seen like amazing players out there that'll hit most of their flicks and have really good micro adjustments and stuff. Obviously, he knew the guy was rotated up towards catwalk because of the footsteps. But the thing is, he's aiming on this guy through the wall. And when the guy falls back, he takes a shot, not quite able to connect, and try to make it through the hole here. Diamond dropped down to underpass. And I don't think the suspect's going to risk jumping down there. Instead, he's going to make his way back over here towards Market. Kitchen. Whatever. Kitchen's up there. He's not going to shoot at him. He heard him. Heard the reload, I think. Watching to see if Diamond decides to push all the way around, but there's no way he's going to leave Kitchen. I'm totally getting Kitchen and Market screwed up this demo for some reason. Diamond's right there over to his right. And see if the suspect does something cheeky here. It'd be interesting to watch him just kind of like go and spam that wood and just kind of kill Diamond right through it. But it looks like he's not going to do that. Here's the scope, but he's not going for any high-risk plays here. And, of course, that's over. We saw a couple times where he peeked something because he knew someone was there. And he knows the map pretty well. He knows his nades. He knows, you know, he knows it pretty well. He knows the rotations and all that kind of stuff. Minor disruption griefing. He was griefing in the warm-up, but we're not going to call that. Insufficient evidence. Move our way up to major disruption of other channel assistance. That'd be upside down views, automated jumping strips, and speed hacks. Insufficient evidence there as well. And then we got major disruption vision assistance. Now, here's the thing. We saw him aim on people through walls several times throughout the thing. Looked like he was overly aware early on, and I was a little bit suspicious then. But then we saw him multiple times pre-aim a guy, thinking that he was peeking out of cover, but the guy was behind cover, and he aimed right onto the guy and then tried to recorrect it immediately upon realizing it. So I'm going to have to go with evident beyond reasonable doubt. Make our way up to major disruption aim assistance. Because he was using the vision assistance, there is a pretty high chance that he was probably using a bit of aim assistance with the Scout and AWP. I don't know if he was using any with any of the other guns. It didn't really look too crazy, but maybe. I'm still going to go with insufficient evidence because, honestly, it looked natural. But because he was using the vision assistance, I wouldn't put it past him. So this is what I'm going to report for now. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree in the comments down below. And as always, have a great day.